Yeah, so looking at Nitro's team this week, it was kind of odd because he didn't bring any of the ones I expected except for like Gliscor and Chansey.
You know, sometimes that can be the best strategy, is to bring the thing that nobody thinks you're going to bring, because then you're completely unprepared. Oh, bye, Phantom King.
You guys will definitely see some of that later in this match.
Alright, well, let's get this going. This is the Week 4 Sacramento Squirtle Squad versus the Jacksonville Lunala.
All I have to say about Nitra's team is that if it's not a shiny Haxorus named Bubbles, it's not a good Haxorus.
It's a regular Haxorus named Haxorus. It is female, though.
But it's not a good Haxorus, though, because it's not shiny or named Bubbles.
Getting the Intimidate up on the Haxorus and the Volt Switch. Pretty solid, actually.
I did a lot of damage to a Dragon type.
Well, to be fair, I was able to run Modest this week because I didn't need to outspeed anything besides.
Oh, nice.
Because I was thinking about it, that's not Modest damage. That's not timid damage.
Nitra says I may or may not have picked these at random.
That way, yeah, I was able to out EV so I outsped his Salazzle by like 1 point.
Nice. Is that... I'm assuming unless it was Scarfed?
Yeah, unless it was Scarfed, but there's nothing I can do. If it was Scarfed, then I couldn't outspeed it with Manette.
Right, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, this Torterra is a huge problem for me. Because most of my answers that pack the Ice-type coverage are all slower than it, and they're weak to either grass or ground moves.
Mm-hmm.
So all you can really do is try to do SD on it and try to hit up.
Hit him, Power Ice Bulu!
Not even. He just
Ooh.
And I drop.
Ouch. Torterra getting a nice KO there.
Gyro Ball.
And Heavy Slam.
You probably could have, if you were like Z Woodhammer, you probably could have just gone for that. Probably would have killed.
Yeah, Z Woodhammer is ridiculous. It hits harder than if you're banded Woodhammer.
Torterra getting some work and getting the defense drop.
Yeah, but here's like the true MVP of my team so far, it was Cresselia.
Oh yeah, Cresselia does not go down easy to anything.
Cresselia doesn't care about anything, really.
Cresselia is like a bootleg fall.
What are you talking about? You get levitate.
Like a bootleg fall.
Yeah, I ended up switching into Metric just that way I could try to double out into something else to try and get it down, because with the Intimidate, and I didn't expect him to go for any kind of Earth move there.
Alright, we're at the awkward middle... I don't know if you call this middle stage of the battle. Awkward early stage. Just trying to keep swapping.
Kind of just jockeying for position. Like, right here, I take the opportunity to taunt his Chansey, because I'm one point faster than it, and then I decide to set up my rocks.
I'm still interested in why he went for Toxic when the Volt Switch should have been pretty obvious.
Yeah, and you have two immunities.
You have a Poison type and Heat Trend just chilling there. I don't think Toxic you.
Yeah. Also,
if anything, I wouldn't Toxic you until I was sure like both of them was gone.
Also, I assume the Body Slam was just to paralyze, but then you could have run... Well, I guess... I'm trying to think what the odds are with Serene Grace, because I know Thunder Wave isn't 100% accurate anymore, but it's still a higher chance to succeed than a Body Slam paralysis. And then, usually chance you would run Seismic Toss for damage. What's that?
You could hit ground types, I guess, though.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I spoke with Nitro a little bit
just Toxic.
afterward. I told him, I don't get why he took Body Slam. I think he should have just taken Seismic Toss.
Yeah, I think he just really wanted the paralysis and didn't want to worry about, I guess you could say, ground types or Lightning Rod.
There's a few things with Pokemon I always learn I didn't know before. Like, I didn't know you could two-wave a ground type. Or I didn't know that if you use Toxic on a Poison type, that it never misses.
Oh wait, if a Poison type uses Toxic, it doesn't miss?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I feel like I've heard that before, and I've since forgotten that.
No,
I'm still amazed by the whole, if you stomp on a Pokemon that uses Minimize, it always hits and does
Yeah,
double
always
damage or
hits
something
and
like that. And apparently Dragon Rush has the same thing. There are like 2 or 3 different moves that work that way.
The weirdest thing about Dragon Rush is it's like low accuracy anyways.
So
Right.
at this point in the battle, I'm sitting here down 3-6, and with this Torterra that's like almost.
This
crippled.
Torterra's a
So I
monster.
gotta, yeah, it's a monster. I definitely have to tighten up, and you'll see at this point, I have to get into like serious mode.
I'm surprised he was in Dual Dance Terra with the Rock Polish and Sword Stance. That would have been a lot more devastating for you.
Yeah, if he had that, I don't think I could have beat it.
Do you double here? Please tell me you double.
I believe I double here, yeah, into Heatran. Trying to like get any kind of edge, hoping he goes for a fire move after
Ooh.
my flash fire.
That did a lot. More than I thought it would.
But yeah, I count definitely specs.
Mm.
Spec sex.
So I have a question. What is Heatran supposed to be?
Nobody knows.
He has a little like ducktail at the bottom.
He makes me think of those like glass slugs things.
He's like
Wait,
a what?
What is Heatran meant to be, or what is Houndoom meant to be?
Heatran.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Houndoom.
No, it's pretty obvious what Houndoom is meant to be.
Clearly, it's a dog.
Right.
Maybe an engine or a furnace.
Actually, Houndoom is a horse, and so is Heatran. Heatran's a duck, actually.
I'm so confused right now.
You know what? I'm gonna go to Bulbapedia and see if Heatran
I'm
has...
so confused. I'm conflicted.
He looks like a sea slug to me.
You
Don't know
look
why.
like a sea slug to me.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for the compliment. I was hoping somebody would notice.
Alright, let's take a
Someone's
look at what
finally
Bulbapedia
appreciating my
says.
true beauty.
And to be fair, if anything on my team is a duck, it's definitely Cresselia.
Cresselia is definitely... It's a moon duck.
Cresselia is... It's a duck. It is definitely a duck.
Quackers.
I think it's supposed to be a swan.
No, it's
I
a
mean-
duck!
Heatran is
Jesus
most likely
Christ.
based on volcanic remains. Its steel type references how the Earth's inner core is made of solid metal under immense pressure. It may also be based on a turtle, as the Pokemon Platinum Pokedex entry states that it is melted in parts because of its own heat, and in the artwork, bits of metal, which may possibly be a melted shell, can be seen on its body. Due to the fact that it crawls on the ceiling and learns the move Bug Bite, it may also be based on some larger variants of insects, particularly cockroaches. Okay.
I like how they just covered everything from turtles to cockroaches.
Right, they're like, it may be a volcano, but it may be a turtle, but it might be a cockroach.
But it might also be a horse. Definitely a horse.
It's a horse on fire wearing armor.
Alright, so Cresselia gets that KO, right? That wasn't like a recoil thing, right?
Yeah, Cresselia KO'd with, I believe it was Moonblast.
Alright. And then as far as Heatran's name, Heatran may be the combination of heat and transfer. Tran may also derive from transition metal, referring to the fact that iron, a transition metal, forms much of our Earth's outer and inner core.
God, you're such a nerd.
Bulbapedia is a nerd.
What a nerd.
By
Yeah, so at
defi-
this point, I'm playing the game trying to not get either of my other 2 mons toxic.
Uh-huh.
And trying to toxic with Chansey, because that's the only way I'm gonna
Well, keeping Heatran out is one good way not to get toxic.
Well, yeah, doubling it, like, switching into Heatran and then doubling back out. I'm trying to get into a position where I can do something here.
So when you think about it, if Heatran's made of iron, that means it's an Autobot. Because it's iron hide.
We're not doing it.
Ah,
It's not an Autobot.
Get out of this call right now.
It's not an Autobot. No.
You know, get iron hide. Iron hide it turns.
Can you stop?
I just noticed that he nicknamed. When I originally battled him, I had the nicknames turned off. I just noticed his gargoyles nickname
Grunt Pondet.
because it's a female one.
Yeah. I think the original Gargles
Yeah, and
was a female Golduck.
at this point, I knew he couldn't go for any kind of water move because I had Water Absorb on Gastro, so I had to switch out into Cresselia and take this as my chance to try and heal back up with it.
Yeah, that was a pretty good call. Ooh, Signal Beam.
Surprised that he had Signal Beam, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, just you gotta deal with the confusion.
Yeah, and I think right here I end up switching out back to Gastro. Is it Gastro or Heatran? I don't remember which. Yeah, it was Gastrodon.
Houndoom's not gonna last much longer on those rocks.
Yeah, and at this point, if I make like 1 or 2 bad predictions on him, I'm just done for. So I'm just hoping that I get all these right.
Earth Power. And Gastrodon is going to get a KO.
You know what would have been really funny? If you flinched.
It would have been funny, but also terrible.
Like, dang.
I mean,
Aw,
at this point, I
man.
think he should have definitely gone into his Torterra there because it threatens like everything that's left on my team. Like especially if I'm already into Gastrodon.
Okay, that was a good swap. The two things that don't want to die are out right now.
Yeah, and I think I'm here. I'm just I'm switching between these two, trying to like get leftovers recovery.
Oh, a third thing that doesn't want to die.
But I mean, looking at the rest of his team, like his Golduck is weakened and his Torterra is severely weakened. So I think at this point, I just need to get rid of this Chansey, and then the rest of the team should crumble.
Yeah, your main challenge is to break through the 2 walls. I don't know, I don't see Turtle coming from Heatran. I don't necessarily see Cockroach either.
Well, that's just because you're blind. Close minded.
I mean, I think he's some kind of amorphous dinosaur thingy.
Well, that's just stupid.
I mean, Bulbapedia couldn't decide.
And apparently you can't decide either.
I don't know what it is, but I can't endorse Turtle or Cockroach either.
Maybe it's just a turtle with its shell melted off. And like one day it's gonna get a Meg with a shell on it.
Is that what a turtle would look like if you melted its shell off?
Yeah.
Don't try this at home, kids. That would be animal abuse.
I
Wouldn't
feel like
have,
the
a
turtle would be
spine.
very depressed if you burned its shell off.
Yeah.
It, like, wouldn't have a
I've seen
spine.
some pretty mangled turtles in my day, and but I've never seen a melted turtle.
I would assume it's kind of like if you guys have ever like gotten your cat or your dog like gotten them like a haircut. They just would feel so dejected.
Right. They're
It was
so
hard to
sad.
They look so dejected. Like,
So
they look dejected.
So like Sprout's family, they have a cat who has like this really long fluffy hair, but he's always been like a bit overweight and fluffy, so he can't like groom himself. So once a year they give him like, it's called the lion cut, and it's basically like a poodle cut. They like shave him down except for the head, and he has little boots for his paws, but he looks so pitiful.
It's
So
like,
so who
please,
toxic?
somebody.
Who put the toxic on Golduck?
Was it Gastrodon?
Who put the toxic on what?
On Golduck.
That was Gastrodon.
Okay,
the only
so-
one I have that is toxic.
Okay, Gastrodon gets the KO for that one.
And at this point, Mercasella is healthy enough to take on almost everything that's left, so I just start spamming Side Shock just to get a feel of how much it's going to do to this damage, this Chansey.
And he's gonna go try to
Still
paralyze.
Serene Grace?
I would
I believe
imagine.
so. Yeah, and I had a conversation with him afterwards. Like with this endgame, he would have definitely crushed me if he brought Seismic Toss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't get why he's Serene Grace, especially in this matchup.
Yeah, because you have like special attackers left, so Seismic Toss would have been nice.
Well, also you'll see here in a second. I think this is at one point I double into Heatran and he gets Body Slam and it does like 4%.
Go for the score. Be a man. Be a man. Be a man. Do it. Do it.
It's not breaking all against him this week.
Oh,
Oh.
where's the ice beam though?
About ice beam, earth power, toxic, recover.
I mean, you have no reason not to ice beam right here.
Right, Ice Beam is
Nothing on
safe.
this team. There's nothing on this team that's really weak to water moves that isn't weak to either ground or earth power. Or sorry, ice beam or earth power.
Right.
Pretty much once Torterra goes down, you win.
Yeah, and it's already at like 20%, so rocks plus any move really will take it out. But this is the problem. I have to get rid of this Chansey. Yeah, I think this is the point where he body slams into me. Yeah, he protects and then he body slams into me.
If you just get Toxic off on it, you win because he's not natural cure.
Right. Also, eventually you can't switch out anything anymore.
Exactly.
Don't you have recover on your Gastrodon?
Yeah, I do.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
But I want to wait for him to use a protect so I can recover on those turns.
I hear you. You know, one set that I have found kind of fun back in the day was Infestation Toxic
Oh yeah.
on Gastrodon. It's so mean.
Oh yeah, that's right, because Gastrodon can get Infestation.
And there we go.
It's so mean. I had people who used to hate me because of the set.
What is that picture in the chat, SL Dino? Is that a sea slug?
It is.
Interesting.
It looks like a blue Heatran.
I just really think like the spiky parts of Heatran's legs looks like those like popping out parts.
I mean, his body certainly looks more slug-like than anything else that's been suggested, but then he also has legs, so I don't know.
Does aromatherapy cure infestation?
No.
Yeah, I don't believe so.
Yeah, it's not a status, right? So it's just...
It's
Hey.
like
No, it's like,
mean look that hurts
rap.
you.
It's like Wrap and Fire Spin and Whirlpool. All those moves that were broken in Gen 1.
Yeah.
Like,
You
with,
know
with
what
that
really
mechanic,
broke
it might
back
as well
then?
have just been a multi-hit move. But I guess you could switch out to stop it.
Banana, you just got the Cresselia took the
Yep.
Chansey with a side shock.
Okie doke. Marking it down.
You know what was really broken back then?
And
Tauros.
also
What?
oh yeah, Tauros is broken as hell in Gen 1.
Alright, the Sacramento Squirtle squad.
Fast Mon with Slash back in Gen
Oh
1 was
yeah.
broken.
No, any fast Pokemon with a high crit move. Persian was one of the most broken Pokemon in the whole game.
Yeah. Like catching me out, I mean you're good for the whole game.
I mean, like, even with a crit slash, Persian still can't do a KO Chansey.
Yeah, but
You
what
have
are
to,
the
like-
odds you're gonna find a trainer with Chansey?
Oh, like, I thought we were talking about, like, Gen 1 OU.
Oh no, like this is like in game.
Yeah, just playing through the game.
Yeah, because like you're not gonna find anybody to freaking battle on Gen 1.
I mean, you pretty much needed like Persian, and then like Alakazam with the elemental punches.
yeah,
Too bad
Alakazam-
Alakazam doesn't
no
get
special.
those elemental punches in Gen 1. Right,
Was it
Tyra-
Gen 2? I think it gets it, right?
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, I remember Stadium 2, we had them.
Oh, what was that, Frenzy? Sorry.
Are you alive?
You ready to go?
All right, GG. Well, we have one more replay.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.